Hey guys, this is Vanngo. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I have very special someone here with me, and I'm very thankful to have Karlie Kloss here with me to do the video for you guys to see. We also did a full skin prep on Karlie channel. Today you're not able to see the full prep on my channel.
You have to come to my channel.
You have to come to Karlie channel for that. So I hope you guys love the video. Give us a lot of love. Subscribe to both of our channel, and don't forget, give us a thumb up, a nice comment as well, because we spend a little bit of time having fun for you guys to do this video. And thank you so much for Karlie coming to the channel for doing this.
Thank you for having me, Hung. I love you so much. I'm so proud of you. And as always, it's such a pleasure and privilege to be in your makeup chair. And I'm so glad everyone gets to see your magic. So
thank you. For this makeup look with my special friend, we already did the skincare prep on Karlie channel already. So now I'm just gonna start straight on from the foundation concealer. If you want to see the whole prep, how I prep this skin, you can head to Klossy and watch the video.
You guys know as well as I do, Hung is all about his skincare, and he just taught me a bunch of secrets and shared them with you in a video we did on my channel. So make sure to head over and check it out.
For foundation, I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, and the concealer also from Estee Lauder. I'm using two different shades. The lighter shade I use under the eyes, on the bridge of the nose, a little bit under the chin, and the darker color I'm using anywhere else just to even out everything a little bit. This is a long wear, full coverage foundation, but Karlie have amazing skin, so I'm just gonna use very little and just sheer it out.
We just did a skincare prep to get our skin ready for foundation and concealer, so head over to my channel to check it out. Double Wear is my favorite foundation and concealer to use because you can build it up and use as little as you need if you just want to do a little concealer under the eye, or build it up to do a full face of foundation. And it's amazing. A little bit goes such a long way with foundation, and with the Double Wear, you can kind of blend it out to be as covering as you need.
Yes, and a lot of people use that as concealer as well. Like some people who like more natural looking, they use that as concealer as well.
Wow, so just using the foundation blended it out.
Yeah. For the lighter concealer, I'm usually mainly under the eye. A little bit on the bridge of the nose.
Why do you do it on the bridge of the nose?
It's sculpting the nose. Because what I'm gonna do after this is I'm gonna contour you a little bit.
The more the merrier. I'll take it.
Just so you guys know, Karlie is naturally beautiful, but she actually loves
makeup.
She truly loves makeup.
It's true. In my day-to-day life, I feel like I'm a very simple kind of girl. I like a little bit of concealer, a little mascara, fill in the brow, maybe do a lip, run out the door. But when I'm in Hung's chair, I want a full beatdown. I want everything. Like that's what I love about Hung though, is that he does a full face without it feeling heavy. And that is the sign of a great makeup artist.
For the darker concealer, I just do a little bit around the nose. Karlie's skin is flawless.
Today, not always.
So we just, and you see I put a little bit around the mouth. I think in general, I think it's nice just to create like a good clean canvas before you do any lip liner. And then you use the same sponge I've been using and just blend it out. Next is I'm gonna do a little contour, mainly just around the face and just scope the cheek a little more.
Okay, now I want to just take a moment here and take a little bit of credit for the major just success that Vanngo's YouTube channel is, because for years, you guys should be thanking me, because for years I've been begging him to start a YouTube channel because he is just so incredibly talented and has such just a special technique and magic and just way about you and everything that you do, and he's one of the best makeup artists in the world. And I've said for years, you have to start a YouTube channel, and he, I think, always knew I was right but was reluctant to do it, and now I'm so proud.
We decided in February. I mean, if I want to do it, I want to really, you know, do a good job, and otherwise then I'm not going to do it. So
you think I don't know you after how many years we've worked together? Hung doesn't do anything halfway. He does it all the way with excellence, the best in the world, or not at all. So for years when I've been saying, Hung, you should start a YouTube channel, he's always been like, okay, I'll think about it, but like wasn't gonna enter it unless he really did it to perfection. And I am so proud of all that you've built, all that you're continuing to do. So I just want to know, Hung, what was it that finally convinced you to start your YouTube channel?
To be honest to you, I was thinking about that for a long time, and you know, I was thinking maybe one day when I'm not around anymore, I want to be remembered as someone who caring and sharing. And I think it's beautiful to think that you could share to people your knowledge.
Yes.
And I think it sounds a little cheesy, but it is really that what in my head. You want to build a little, you know, something left behind yourself. Like we all know about Kevin Kwan, who is amazing, left his name behind. We all talk about that all the time. And, you know, I look up to that.
But it's amazing because the community that you're building and reaching on YouTube is all around the world. People that you may never meet in person, but they can see you and learn from you. And I think that's such a powerful thing. And it's a lot of work to do this channel, but
it is so much work,
I was like, it's so much work. But
people don't realize that it is so much work that we put on. They don't realize it. It's like another full-time job that I have right now.
It's true. It's true.
So what you guys just see is that I just sculpted with just the bronzer and just shading everything around. And you don't have to go heavy contour. Even myself, when I do contour, I still like everything blended. So make sure take the time and blend everything together. I'm going to set the makeup a little bit. Some powder under the eyes. And then everywhere else. I'm gonna keep the makeup pretty matte today. It's nice, timeless look. I'm going to do some baking under the eyes. A little bit. Karlie doesn't need it, but I'm just do this to prevent all the eyeshadow fall off that I might have from the eyeshadow.
I think, Hung, if Kevin Kwan was alive today, he would absolutely have a YouTube channel.
Oh no, for sure. He was way ahead of us for all those things too,
And you know, I think it's so amazing, your makeup, the way that you do what you do, even what you're doing right now, to lock in the concealer and the powder. Your makeup can translate both on the runway or on the cover of a magazine for an editorial, but also on the red carpet and in real life. And not all makeup artists are able to do that and to be versatile with their makeup.
But Karlie, like you are ahead of the game. Even the model launching a YouTube channel. You launched it 5 years ago.
Can you believe that? Like, 5 years ago.
I know, at the time everyone was like, what was she thinking? She had a YouTube channel.
I would bring my little camera backstage with me and kind of selfie video everything. You know, makeup being done or rehearsals or, you know, or whenever I was traveling to Europe or China, and I would just bring my camera everywhere. And 5 years ago, when I started my YouTube channel, there were a lot of people, especially in the fashion industry, who kind of just didn't get it and didn't support it. And now I think, you know, the whole world has changed and people realize how powerful of a platform YouTube is, and everybody wants to have a channel. And I'm so glad you finally have a channel.
So if anyone wonder, this is the bronzer from Estee Lauder, and I'm just use this just to lock in the bronzer earlier that I use for contouring and some warmthness to the face.
It's really true. I think the perception has changed. So when I started my channel on YouTube 5 years ago, I think I may have been the only model who had
I think you was, yeah.
a YouTube channel, and Casey Neistat, who's a good friend of mine and a really, really famous YouTuber, he really encouraged me to do it. And part of starting my YouTube channel, you know, he said, Karlie, you can own your narrative. You can own your voice. You can be the one directly sharing whatever it is you want to share straight from you. And there's such power in that. You get to control how you present or share yourself with the world. And I think, you know, as a makeup artist or as a model, you haven't always, our, you know, professions haven't always had a voice.
A voice, yeah.
Your work is seen, but people don't know you. And now, you know, hung on your YouTube channel, you get to show your work and who you are.
Yes.
Yeah.
For eyebrows, I'm using 2 eyebrow products. One is a brow wiz, like a pointier brow pencil, and I just create the length and the hair right here. And then the marker I use just create some individual hair.
It's all about a brow.
Yeah.
I feel like my face is, I feel naked if I don't have a brow on.
But we always extend them a little longer.
Yes.
I think. And what you see I'm doing right now is I draw it backward a little bit. And this way you create the depth, but not too dark.
I feel like I learned how to do my brows by watching you. Because you're so good with just understanding the best shape of brow for someone's face. It's really, really so personal.
And I think brow is like everyone's brow is different. So you have to design the brow for each person. It just really caters for the face shape and everything.
You know, our friend, the legendary Pat McGrath, one thing she always says that I love is brows should not be twins. Yeah. They should be sisters, but not twins.
Yeah.
So not exactly the same, but, you know, related.
So Karlie have amazing natural arch, and I just follow the shape the way it is. I just use the brow wiz and create the shape. And now I go back with a marker, just keep a few individual hair like that.
I think it's the mix of the 2 products that really make
a big difference, yeah.
It makes the brow look perfect and natural, not overdrawn.
Yes. So as you can see that I use the little marker and I create all the little individual hair. I make the eyebrow a little fluffier. I think it looks amazing on.
I think the difference between a good brow and a great brow is the detail of kind of those 2 products. Sure. When you have a pen, you can make it look like not only the shape, but also the hairs. And whether it's for, you know, a photo on Instagram or a red carpet in a HD, you know, high quality photo or a video, it makes all the difference when the brow doesn't look overdrawn or heavy.
For the eyes look today, I'm doing pretty strong, but I'm not gonna go in the black color. I'm going more like a warm brown. So I'm using a pencil from MAC called Coastal Reach and a palette from Tom Ford. And these are the shade I'm gonna use. Just like a really beautiful warm chocolate brown. For the eye shape like Karlie does, you can actually go really heavier on the eyeshadow because when she look up, she can get away with that. So for the eye, I draw like a heavy thick liner like this, and then I blend it out. And then what I'm gonna do also is look up Karlie. I do on the waterline as well. Look down in the upper waterline also. Look up for me. And you see that just rim all around the eye. And I use this blending brush to blend out. I like this blending brush, but if you want a smaller one, you can. But I like this because it keeps the eye more sultry and smokier. Close your eye for me. And this is what I'm doing. I just blend everything out.
So Hung and I talk about this often because I have hooded eyes, and as a model I was quite insecure about that because I felt in photographs my eyes were small, and makeup artists would do all this beautiful work on the eyelids, and then I would open my eyes and they would disappear. And one photographer who I've had the privilege of working with my whole career, and really early on in my career, he helped teach me how to be a model and how to actually appreciate even something as small and maybe silly as my hooded eyes, was Steven Meisel. He showed me photographs of really iconic models from the 60s and 70s who had similar kind of eye shapes to me, and instead of kind of trying to change the way, I don't know, that I modeled, even by like pulling my arch up, which my face just naturally does, but actually kind of learning to appreciate it. And makeup artists like Hung, I think part of the reason why you are truly an artist is because no matter who's sitting in your chair, you work with the shape of their eyes or whatever kind of their facial structure is to make them look their absolute best. And you do that on this channel too. I love that you work with so many amazing models and really make them look their best. It's not like you are using just one technique on everyone. You change and adapt according to who you're working with.
So for Karlie eye today, as you can see, what I'm doing is I do a little more darker on this area here and fade it out. The opposite of what I normally do this one. So now she can look up and you can see it look straight. You can see that you still see some eyeshadow there, because if you only do a little bit and mainly out here, that what you normally do on the eye, really a lot of space there, you won't see the same shape. But this part here, you doing this, so when Karlie look up, and you still see some eyeshadow still. So this is a great technique for people who have hooded eye. As you can see, I just finished already the pencil, and I just smudge it out. It's more like a grounding part. And when you create a house, like this is like the base. And then I'm gonna go back in with the eyeshadow, and that's when you build everything on top. And I'm using the same blending brush. You can use a different brush as well. Actually, I'm gonna use a different one so you can see it. And then you can use the eyeshadow, this shade here, look up for me. And I just blend it out, the rest of them. And this texture is actually easy to blend on top of the pencil. You can see what the way I'm doing right now. Close your eye, and I just put all over the eyes. And this is really easy step for everyone to do at home. This kind of eyeshadow, I mean, it's not scientific at all. You can actually really easy to do. The pencil underneath is really for you to create like the depth there. And then I'm gonna go to the darker shades right here, and I do mainly on the outer part. And this is gonna automatically give a really nice lift. The last part of the eyes is I'm using this warm color here, and I blend out everything else, all the edges here.
You make it look so easy.
But this is easy, like step by step here. You can see that. Look up for me, and then I do a little bit in the corner here, and I blend this out underneath here as well.
One thing that really sets Hung apart, and I know I feel like all I'm doing is talking about Hung, but I just love him so much, and I know everybody watching knows this, but Hung is truly one of the most in-demand makeup artists in the industry by both the top models, top actresses, photographers, you name it. But one thing that I think really sets you apart, Hung, is that your makeup looks so beautiful in editorials and images and covers of magazines, but as beautiful, if not more, in real life. And not all makeup artists are able to be kind of versatile like that. And I think it's because you know what I mean? I think a lot of makeup artists are really good at creating looks for
Magazine.
Editorial, but not, you know, making, you know, wearable makeup. And that's the difference with you.
Thank you. Close your eyes. I'm gonna finish the last part of the eye. The same thing, I use this color.
Okay.
Just to blend. Thanks, Karlie.
I'm really so proud of you. I really mean it. But not just because you're now a YouTube star, but
no.
because of just, I've known you for so long and you've known me for so long. I mean, we've worked together for how many years now?
I'm gonna flash back on the screen to some of the pictures when Karlie and I was first met. It was like really.
Yes, I remember
Karlie was a baby and I was.
So
like,
were you?
Yeah, I was one of the first time I got a chance to actually work with Karlie, would touch her up for a fashion photo shoot, and I was just only there to touch up the makeup.
You were an assistant, you weren't keying it at
I
that
was
time.
not, I would just come and touch up the makeup,
Yeah.
and I was so excited. We actually have photo to prove.
Yes, it's true, like way back. But you know, it's been amazing to watch your career just take off, and well deserved.
Thank you. So I'm finishing up the eyes right now. I put a little more depth into the crease area. So this way, when Karlie look up, you see the eyeshadow still. To complete the eyes look, I'm gonna put a little bit of mascara from Glossier. Look down for me. I'm going to use some clear brow gel to keep everything in place. And that we finished for the eyes and the brow area. I'm gonna dust off all the powder that I used to bake earlier before I start the blush and highlighter. I'm going to use a little bit blush from Estee Lauder, just mainly on the high part of the cheek. I always like that. It does give the face a nice lift.
I always, when I'm having my makeup done and having blush applied, I kind of always feel like you're supposed to smile, right? To create like the natural
Flush.
What do they call this? Apples?
The apple depends on the look that you do.
Apples of your cheeks.
But I usually like on the higher part of the cheek to go on the temple. I think it's give a really nice lift.
So Hung, we have worked together so many times, whether it's on red carpets or editorials or special days like my wedding.
Oh my God, that's a special day.
So many special ones. So what would you say was your favorite look that we've ever done?
There are so many favorite looks that I've done on you, but I think your wedding very special. I think it was like, of course, I was very honored to be on your special day.
I was honored to have you.
Remember, I was rushing to the airport to go to China from the wedding because that's the only way.
That's a good friend. He made it work just for me.
I was like, the only way that I can make to the job in China is I have to go straight to the airport.
But you know what? I think on a day like that, that's, you know, so personal and so special. It really meant the world to me to have you do my makeup because it was me. It wasn't me playing a model or a character on some set. It was my real life and such a special day in my life, and it really meant so much that you did my makeup. That was my, I think, one of my favorites. So another favorite look that we did was for the Oscars red carpet. We did this like orangey lip, and just it was so beautiful. And I had a white Stella McCartney dress and kind of very classic hair down, and the orange lip was stunning.
Stunning.
Yeah.
For the lips, I'm going to use this lip liner from MAC and a lipstick from Smashbox. But before I'm doing lipstick and lip liner, I'm showing you guys a tiny trick that to make the lips a little plumper. So basically use the same bronzer or contour product that you use with a small blending brush, and you use a tiny bit and you just contour the outer part of the lips. Not too much because it will look like a mustache if you do it too much. And you see what I do? I just do a tiny bit on the outer shape, and then same thing do a little bit on the underneath of the lips. This way, it creates a natural shadow there. It looks like your lips natural, that plump. You see what I'm doing right now? And make sure you also blend it out. And you see right now, it's Karlie lip shape is quite different already. And then I use a pencil, I just draw to that shape. As you can see, that's a natural shadow I create already from the tan tour. And then now I just use a lip liner. I just draw the shape like this. And it won't look like you overdraw the lip at all. And I just create a shape that you would like to cheat the lips a little bit. And same on the lower lips. Smile. And then you can see that. I'm gonna fill the rest of the lips with the lipstick. So you can see that I just overdraw a little bit, follow where the contour that I did with the lip shape, and then I just filled in. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I have a lot of questions people ask how to create a fuller lip shape, and that's what I would do.
Hong knows I love a little fuller of a lip shape, and if you're like me and you have a thin upper lip, this is a really great hack to be able to kind of cheat it without it looking overdrawn.
A lot of time we do that. We was like, Karlie's lips look like she just have it injected or something. Because but it's really just a little tip that we do from this kind of thing, yeah.
But again, to the point of, you know, in a photo, you can Photoshop something, but in real life, you can't cheat it. No, so this is the best way to kind of cheat it.
Maybe they know, maybe they don't.
Maybe they know, maybe they don't.
Yeah, that's true. And now I'm using a lipstick to fill in on the rest of the lips. As you can see, now you can really have a nice full lips. And for anyone think it's too much, you don't have to do the way I do. We do it so we can show the technique. So just so you can have an idea of how to do these kind of lips. To complete the look, I'm going to give Karlie a little spray mist from Tasha. Close your eye, mainly on the side part. Just a little radiance back. That's the look, guys. I mean, we really playing with them. There's a lot of, you know, like eyeshadow and full glam on Karlie today, but we're having fun, and I hope you enjoy the look and hope you guys like it. Give us a lot of love. Give us a thumb up. Don't forget to subscribe to both Karlie channel and my channel as well.
That's right.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you. Now you know all the secrets of what happens on set with us.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.